We have a new look at Bumi and Earthbending as well as Dallas Liu's performance as Zuko. Stay tuned to this video to see in detail new fight scenes and the reaction of the cast members, giving us a taste of what this live action will be like. This is Appacomics. Yesterday, as we have been doing, we were able to see a character clip, this time of Zuko. While we have new scenes, what we can highlight is a glimpse of Dallas' performance as the Prince of the Fire Nation. During the video he tells us how his father banished him and how he is in search of the Avatar. In one of the scenes we can see Zuko with his helmet, just as we saw him in that first picture that came out a few months ago. You can also see how is the Fire Nation uniform with helmet but without mask and something of the ship where they are. I think that with a single clip is not enough to decipher how well he plays his character, but at least in the scenes he looks good, with character, strength and with the intensity that usually has the Prince of the Fire Nation when he speaks. On the other hand, during this morning we had a very short 5-second video of a fight sequence between Aang and King Bumi. We get a closer look at Bumi and he looks a lot better than in the other scene where I felt the makeup looked too excessive. The earthbending also looks interesting, and it is probably during this particular fight that it looks the best, and where a bigger budget has been invested in this element. Let's remember that during the first book we only have Bumi and Haru as moderately relevant earthbenders. The second moment where we could see an interesting scene of earthbending would be during the kidnapping of Iroh in the episode of the winter solstice. Outside of these two episodes, in the animated series we would have Tyro and his people in the Guide of the Great Divide, which were not even mentioned as part of the cast. The airbending effects look quite organic as well, and in a video where the cast members are out reacting to the shots they highlighted some little things. Among them, that to achieve this somersault Gordon was connected to a rig with wires and had to try it again and again and again, which was very tiring. They also pointed out that the guy who plays Bumi, Utkarsh Ambudkar, is a genius and is extremely committed to his role during the filming. This is not the first time this has been mentioned. During other interviews even Albert Kim mentioned the same thing, so let's hope we get the best possible version of King Bumi. Besides this, we had a new picture of our crazy genius, where we see a little better his outfit, at least for fighting, and he looks pretty good, a little more decorated than his animated version and without his rings. In the background we see the arena of his confrontation, with some similarities and differences. In general the colors have an atmosphere more similar to the palace itself. Remember that the arena was completely orange and with lamps of a crystal that instead of being green is orange. In the back we can see these three boxes where Katara and Sokka were, but again, with some differences. For example, here there are no stairs, nor did we see Sokka or Katara trapped in the Genomite. There is also some earth bending with a lot of dust falling to the sides. I still believe that this element is the one that looks the worst, being the one that looks the best: the fire, then the water, after the scenes that we were shown, then the air and finally the earth. It is not that it looks bad either, but if we compare it with others, which are probably easier to achieve such as fire, it falls short. Finally the cast revealed that they did not get to see the finished shots, so like us, this was the first time they got to see this clip. I think the marketing campaign that has been done so far is pretty good, and practically for the last 7 days we have been coming with news after news. In my personal opinion, I would like, instead of seeing more clips of very few seconds, some pictures of the characters that we have not seen yet as Pakku, Roku, Kyoshi or Korok. I guess if they are released it will be just before the premiere. There is also a possibility that we will see a last trailer of the series, but if so, it will be released between the 12th and 18th of this month. People, there are only 21 days left until we have the adaptation with us. Leave me in the comments if you would only release one extra marketing thing, be it a trailer, photo or whatever. What would you like it to be? Thanks for watching the video and we'll be seeing you next week with more.